Educators say one of the best ways to get students interested in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and math is to start them early.
And that is especially important for Hispanic students who are poorly represented in STEM occupations like engineering. In tonight's Education Matters, Juanita Stevenson tells us about an effort to change the equation.
This summer, migrant students from 5 different Fresno County school districts got to participate in space camp. And while the idea of playing astronaut sounds like great fun, these students were immersed in a hands-on STEM education experience.
There you go.
What kid doesn't like to pretend? How about being an astronaut, gearing up for a spacewalk on a foreign planet? Your task? Collect mineral samples.
What we're doing right now is like testing how hard rocks are, like from outer space, like we've never seen before, to see how hard, how they look, the color, how we describe the color.
Or maybe you're part of the ground crew back at Mission Control, communicating with your team in space. All right. This may not be real, but it was created to give these high school and middle school students a very unique learning experience.
Our space lab was constructed here as a means to kind of put kids in space without actually sending them to space. So it gives students the opportunity to work in engineering, physiology, science, in our clean room setting here, as well as perform spacewalks where they're able to walk on the surface of a foreign planet.
The Fresno County Superintendent of Schools Migrant Education Space Camp is a 2-week-long program designed to spark student interest in science, technology, and math.
We always try to provide something the students don't have an opportunity to participate in during the regular school year. So we decided we would partner up with the Aerospace Academy at Fresno State, where students are doing a lot of hands-on activities, STEM-related activities.
And no better way to get students interested in math and science than real hands-on activities.
So right before you get to there, that's when you want to start leveling back out.
A flight simulator class that puts students at the controls of an airplane. They experience how the shape of the wings generates lift. So learning about velocity, weight, and balance. Lots of math.
It's a lot more practical because they can actually see what they're doing. They can see what they're learning come to life. You know what I mean? So instead of just, drawing a graph or, seeing numbers, actually seeing the results of it on, whether it's hands-on through a simulator or through drones.
Students took what they learned and built drones that actually fly. This whole experience has Brian Valadez, a Kerman Middle School student, rethinking his career choices.
Now it gives me more opportunities, and now I kind of want to be a pilot and fly planes.
Why am I going backwards?
But students were also given the experience to work underwater.
There you go.
Building and navigating underwater remotely controlled vehicles, robots that these kids built and programmed to maneuver underwater.
So 200, 200, and then every time it was redrawing, it was following my mouse.
The learning didn't all happen outside or in space, but also the classroom, where there was an emphasis on teaching girls how to code.
It's making me more interested because I never tried something like this, and it's making me want to do more and more about engineering.
For many of these students, it was their first time being exposed to this level of learning. And in each class, role models showing them that being a computer scientist, an engineer, an astronaut is not out of reach.
With enough work, I keep trying to stress this every day, you can achieve your dreams, you can do what you want, and there's no limit.
Now, the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools services over 3,500 migrant students in his summer education programs.
It's incredible.
Better than sitting around and watching TV all
Really,
summer.
they just really take over the Fresno State campus.
That's
they
fantastic.
offer so many programs for these kids.
And we forget so much of what we learned in school, and the
Over the
testing is
summer.
gone, and I
Right.
guarantee you they will remember that the rest of their lives.
That was fun.
Yeah, exactly. Juanita, thanks so much. Appreciate it.